Hi, everybody. My name is Albert, and for the leadership interview, I chose to profile my good friend Miguel Moreno. He's not only a leader in his job, but he's also a leader within his own community. He volunteers on weekends to help senior citizens with special needs, and he also volunteers his time to a couple other shelters to help with the homelessness epidemic in Los Angeles. Miguel works at Citibank as a lead teller. He's been working in banking for the past 5 years, and he's been a lead teller for the past 2 years. So he's been at a leadership position, a direct leadership position for the past 2 years. He says that the number one thing that he attributes his success as leadership to is how he presents himself. Miguel dresses professionally and he commands respect whenever he talks to his employees or to his customers just because of the way he comes off and the way he presents himself. Miguel's tellers have benchmarks that they're responsible for hitting. These benchmarks can be client acquisition or just a matter of selling credit cards or just opening up more accounts and growing existing accounts. Miguel actually holds his tellers to a higher standard than what the bank holds of them. He pushes them to always reach that benchmark and do more. Um, and he said that in doing that, he's seen a very high productivity rate for his branch, and he's actually gotten positive reinforcement from his manager, telling him that whatever he's doing to motivate his tellers is working and to keep it up. Miguel puts in time and effort to really get to know his employees as well as his customers. I asked him what he's done to reprimand or to just get things back on track when they're not performing the way they're supposed to. And he said that just really recognizing the issue and being able to come up with a road plan, an individualized road plan for each of his employees so that they can hit their numbers or that they can fix whatever aspect of their job or their communication is just not up to par. I asked him how his employees view him and if he knew their genuine opinion of him, and he thinks that they have a positive opinion of him. He's asked them before, and from what he said, it sounds like they respect him a lot. He says that they often tell him they often thank him for being so upfront about everything. He's very honest and transparent with all of his employees. Although his employees have a positive opinion of Miguel, he says he's not afraid to employ a more authoritative style when leading. Because he works at a bank and policies and procedures can be very strict and rigorous, he has to make sure that his employees are doing right by the bank. When he's had to reprimand one of his employees, he simply lets them know exactly why they're in trouble, and it's not anything personal, it's just the fact of how procedures need to be held. And if they're not held to that standard, then everybody can get in trouble and the bank gets shut down. Miguel is a very adaptable leader. He's able to change his leadership style depending on the situation to troubleshoot any and all problems that present themselves. Miguel's situational approach to leadership helps him troubleshoot all sorts of issues that may arise. Because he's able to take on multiple problems, it's made him a more confident leader, and he says that shows in his work. In conclusion, I believe Miguel is a successful leader because he truly cares and does right by the company he works for. He's not afraid to say no, and because he's so honest and forthcoming with his employees, he hasn't had any issues in leading, and he's actually been praised multiple times.